Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be utilizing some Costco chicken that I received in a food bank haul. I'm going to be cooking it up. We're going to be making some chicken stock from the bones, and then I'm going to be canning up that chicken stock as well. I hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas. We had a great time here. Husband did really good. Got me a new mug, coffee mug, and a new rolling pin. I wanted I think this is called a French one, the one that didn't have any handles so you can roll smoothly. So he did good. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas and we had a good day just hanging around doing nothing. We painted some ornaments and some coffee mugs for the grandparents. I'm going to be having a video coming out of all of the things we did on Christmas. So stay tuned for that. So go ahead and grab your coffee or your tea and let's get into this video. Today I'm going to be prepping up this big pack of chicken drumsticks I got from Costco. Now this is one of the items I received in a food bank haul. So I'm going to prep this up for you and show you kind of what I do when I get a big chunk of meat like this at one time. Hi, if you're new there, I'm Carolina and I live in Montana. I do a lot of food bank hauls, pantry cooking, and canning and preserving on my channel. If that's the kind of content you're into, I hope you'd consider subscribing. I would love to have you as a part of my family. All right guys, so let's get in close and I'll show you what I'm going to do. All right, so what I'm going to do is open this up. Now I did have a comment previously on one of it was actually my rib meal that I made, because I threw the ribs straight into the crock pot without washing them, and they said that that was disgusting because they need to be washed because it has dirt, bacteria, and from people handling the meat, that all needs to be cleaned off. So I'm just gonna put these in here. However, if you do a simple Google search, you will see that it is actually recommended you do not wash meat because you have a higher chance of spreading bacteria around your kitchen because now you have dripping raw juices going everywhere. It is a misbelief that you need to be washing your meat out of the package. There are safe and sanitary means being taken in all of the meat departments, and they have strict guidelines on safety and sanitation. So like this has the seasoning on it. So you're suggesting that I rinse this off because I need to wash it, you know? So you do not have to wash your meat. It's actually recommended that you don't. So if that's something that you've been wondering, I recently just looked it up because I had a question about it, and now you guys know. So I'm gonna throw this away and wash my hands. All right guys, so I put them in these pans because I want some lip to catch all of the juices and fat that come off these chicken legs, because I'm going to save all that juice and we're going to save the bones and we're going to make chicken stock out of these. So we're going to use as much as we can from these to really stretch our pantry and utilize this as much as we can. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to bake this at 350. We're going to go for 45 minutes and then we will check them. All right, these were in for the 30 minutes and then they were not done, so I put them in for 10 more minutes and now they look a little done. I got my thermometer here. I'm going to just check it. Now you want this to be at least 165, so this is good. You don't want to touch the bone, but you want to go into the thickest part of the chicken to make sure that's completely done. See, this one's at 158, this one's 161, so I would say these need a little longer. Let's do 5 more minutes. All right guys, it's been the 5 minutes. I still don't think it's done. Yeah, 161. This one's 171, this one's done. So I'm going to take off the ones that are done. I mean, these are different sizes, so it makes sense that some are going to be done more than others. This is 167, so I'm taking it off. And this will continue to cook a little more. A little longer, a little longer. So I was expecting these to be like full of broth and stuff, but there's not. I guess there was not much fat on these. Let's see here, 160, 158. All right, so these ones are not done. Most of these ones are not done. This one is. This one is 163, so we'll give that one a little longer. So we'll do 5 more minutes on the last of these chickens. All right, guys, all the chicken is out. It is done. I gotta tell you, though, I love barbecued baked chicken, and I am not going to waste this opportunity to have some. So these chicken legs, so they're getting some of my homemade rhubarb barbecue sauce on them. And then I'm gonna bake these for like 5 minutes just to swirl them up. And there's the beautiful chicken legs. So we're just gonna let some of this cool and then we will shred it. Alright, it is the next day. My chicken is cooled, it's in here. Remember, if you start running out of steam on something you're working on, just figure a way to put it up and come back to it the next day. Like, I run out of steam at nighttime all the time. I am gonna put on gloves to shred this chicken because, you know, I don't wanna get my nails dirty. I'm just gonna get in here and start shredding. I am gonna pick some of the skin off. I need to get a separate bowl for the skin. Skin there. So this chicken doesn't look quite done. Are you guys seeing that? Like this red in here? It was like on the border. It probably could have used 5 more minutes. But that's okay. Just, this doesn't mean that this was all for naught, that we have to throw this out. You know, sometimes it doesn't finish cooking like I thought it would or whatever. You know, just make sure and be like, all right, that's not done. Don't pretend like it's not there. You know, if you see it, you see it, and just try and fix it. I'm just taking out, like, legs have a lot of tendons and ligaments. So I'm just taking those out. There you go. This one's a little pink too. That's okay. Just know that this chicken's gonna have to cook a little more in whatever you put it in. This probably would have been easier to shred if it was warm, but like I said, if you run out of steam, you run out of steam. Yeah, see, if it was a little more done, then the skin would come off easier. It would be easier to shred, so that was my bad. Just not quite cooking it long enough, but that's okay. Mistakes are gonna happen. It's all about how you fix them, not about what mistakes you make, but how do you fix them? And how do we save this so it's not a waste, you know? And it's a simple solution, guys. You just cook it a little more, you know, no big deal. All right, I'm just gonna keep going until all this chicken's shredded.
My name is Colin. We're making quesadillas.
Quesadillas for lunch. This is my other kid. He's not in the kitchen with me as much, but he wanted to come make lunch today, didn't you? If you're trying to get your kids in the kitchen more, quesadillas is a great recipe to do, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we have our chicken from our chicken legs here that's not quite cooked. So I'm just gonna put some in a pan and get it kind of topped off and cooked while Conrad starts the quesadilla.
Oh.
So you're gonna grab a tortilla.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna put it on the pan there, right here, in the skillet. Then we're gonna give it a couple of seconds, and then we're gonna flip it over. Do you think we need barbecue sauce on these?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, let me grab some barbecue sauce. Oh, this is the honey one.
Honey one?
Yeah, honey barbecue. And then this chicken just wasn't cooked enough, so we're gonna cook it a little more.
Okay.
Put a little olive oil. Can you? Put it there. All right, do another one.
Okay. Do we have to do like 3?
Well, each quesadilla is gonna have 2 tortillas. And how many kids are we cooking for?
3.
3. So we have 3 kids, and they each get 2 tortillas. How many tortillas would that be?
3.
Well, they each get 3 kids, each get 2.
3.
We'll work on that later. Yeah. All right. Plop it in the skillet.
Yes.
Man, are you Big Skillet? What does G-Pops call you? Do you know what G-Pops calls you?
I don't know.
Rad Man.
What, man?
Rad Man. It was so funny when I was pregnant with him and his brother. Like, I told my dad his name's gonna be Conrad, and he's like, oh, I'll call him Rad Man. I'm like, no, you will call him Conrad. And now here we are, 5 years later, Rad Man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna get underneath the tortilla and then flip it. Okay, close it. And lift up. And then flip. And then let go. Ah! You did it!
But it's like cricket.
Well, that's okay. Just use your tongs and kind of straighten it out. All right, Conrad.
Yes.
So there's 2 done. Let's put 1 more tortilla on there.
Why?
Because we're just going to heat them up for now. This chicken's done.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn this off for now while we focus on our quesadillas. Oh, is it coming out?
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
you did good, though.
No.
Good. And we're just going to keep it for a couple of seconds. Don't be spitting on everything.
Mom, why'd you do it fast?
Well, Mama's been doing it for a while, and I got tough fingers. You think you can eat a whole one yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's flip this one over. All right, put some cheese on there, Conrad. Red man.
I'm not ramen. People's always call me ramen.
He does. G-Pops loves you, you know. Where does G-Pops live?
In Missouri.
In Missouri, yeah. G-Pops is my dad. Okay, that's good. Holy cheese. Okay, hold on. Let's put some chicken on there. Grab that barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you ready? You're gonna do it just a little bit. Whoa. Just kind of, just like in little spots.
Is that like a big noise?
Wow. Okay. I said. Conrad, you just go full out. You sure do. All right, a little more cheese on there.
Mom, what's that yellow thing is?
That's the cheese. It's melted.
Oh.
Put that cheese on there. Get that over here. Oh, that's missing a good piece of cheese
Yeah.
there. All right, and this one goes on top.
Yeah.
Then I like to kind of put my hand on there, give it a couple of spins.
Spin.
Spins.
Like spin for Spidey.
Yeah, you like watching Spidey?
Yeah.
Hey, that's loud, please.
I know.
You like watching Spidey?
Yeah.
What were you for Halloween?
Batman.
Batman. You gotta say it deep. Batman. All right. Can we tong the? No, let's get a spatula.
Why?
Where's my spatula?
Why we can use the
That's
tongue?
The
No.
tortilla's getting the spatula.
No.
Okay. So we're gonna get up and under here. You wanna try and flip it, Conrad?
Yes. But this one is a
1, 2, 3. Buddy, you did it. Whoa. It's all right. We got this. We
Mom,
got
do you want
this.
to do the what's in the video?
Well, you don't want to do it anymore?
I can do it.
You gotta make all the lunch. What else we eating with this?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right, we're gonna put this on the cutting board when we're done.
We go like chop.
Chop, 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 chop. All right, let's make sure all that cheese is melted. Is the cheese melted?
Yes.
Not all the way. Let's wait a little longer. This is on a 5. 5's pretty good.
No, so I could go back to my tablet.
No, you stay here.
Why?
Wait till this is done and you cut it, and then you can go back, okay? All right, Conrad, can you put it on the cutting board?
No.
No. Here, you try it.
Why?
Are you under the bottom layer? Nope, look. You're going right in the middle there. You gotta get under the bottom tortilla.
What was that?
It's the chicken! Can't forget the chicken. Ah, chicken. You're so silly. All right, there we go. Put the chicken in there. Somebody just had to put all the barbecue sauce in there. All right, hold on. Yep, hold on. I'll show you. Scoot over a little bit.
Whoa.
All right.
Anyways, but
Don't touch this pan. It's hot. All right, so you're going to hold it down. You're going to push it down and go all the way across. Okay? And then you're going to spin.
then we get eggs.
Yeah. Hold it. You got to push down harder. Push down really hard till you feel it. Yep. Yeah, you can use both hands. There you go. 4 pieces. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, let's get a plate. And just like that, poof, it's the other twin. Gideon, what happened to Conrad?
He went out
He
to
ran
the
out?
living room.
How rude.
How? Look at my spiky shirt.
Yeah, you like that shirt, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, let's put the other tortilla on top.
This one?
Yes.
Let's put it on top.
Yeah, put it on top.
Why we got to put top one on?
So that way all the filling's in the inside. Put it on. All right, we'll let that cook for a little bit.
Now, and then what are we gonna do?
Will you put 2 pieces on this plate? We'll start off with half a quesadilla.
I like this whiskey.
Good.
But I can't unhook it. I'm stuck it. It's too hard.
Yeah, here, try cutting it a little more wherever it's stuck.
You mean like, yeah, it's stuck in the cheese.
Yep. Watch your hands though.
Yeah. Let's see if I got it.
Here, let Mama help. You gotta push really hard.
I did.
Okay. Use like your Captain America strength. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, not Captain America.
You love Captain America.
Yeah.
Okay, next plate.
I really like Captain America.
You sure do.
Have you watched Superstars? What is it called? The superhero soap where Captain America is from? What is
Marvel.
it? Marvel?
Yeah, well, like, oh, gosh. The Avengers.
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 You remember have you ever watched Avengers with Captain America?
Yeah, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
All right, getting 2 more in there. Don't be talking.
Is that mine?
Yeah, that's yours. We're gonna have some pears today. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. You like pears?
Well, I don't like that. I don't like the front of the pears.
Give it a try. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
See? It never hurts to.
Let me taste the tortilla.
Quesadilla.
The quesadilla.
Quesadilla. Go for it. Let's see. Taste it. Very good. Let me have a bite. Chicken bite. Oh, that's awful. You can't eat that, Gideon. I'm going to have to confiscate all that.
What? No.
All right. There's your lunch. You want a fork for these pears?
Yes.
Don't reach around a hot stove, Gideon. It's dangerous. Okay.
Why can't reach around one?
Because it could hurt you.
Thanks for cooking with me.
Alright, now that lunch is over, I am just going to be cooking off the rest of the chicken, just to make sure it's nice and cooked. As it says, mistakes happen. It's all about fixing them. Give yourself the grace to make a few mistakes and just know what you got to do to fix it. So that's what I'm going to do, is just be cooking this off. I just did 2 quesadillas and had them split it, so we'll see if that's enough. If not, I'll need this again. Alright guys, doesn't that look much better? And we got some char on it, it's nice and cooked. I was already informed that I'm going to need to make another quesadilla. Alright guys, I have all my bones in here in my Instant Pot. I'm just going to make a quick broth with this. I'm not going to use my roaster pan. I'm just going to do it in my Instant Pot. First thing I'm going to do is add some apple cider vinegar. Vinegar really helps draw the marrow and the nutrients out of the bone and break it down, so you're getting all those minerals and nutrients that are in the bone. So that's what you want. So any kind of acid, vinegar, lemon juice, stuff like that. And then I have my frozen bag of goodies here that I'm going to put some in. With some parsley stems, onion peels, bell pepper tops, some more. This is brown because it was from my parsley. I like it brown. And then I'm going to throw in that clump of carrot there. All right, and the rest of this is going in the freezer. And then I'm just going to fill this up to the max with water. All right, we're going to put on the lid. And then for bone broth, you're going to pressure cook this for 2 hours. Bone broth of any kind is always for 2 hours. And then you're just going to set it and forget it and let her do her thing. I'm going to vacuum seal some of this meat now that it's cooled down. I'm going to get 2 different portions out of this. And then this will just be cooked chicken for my freezer. So we got 2 packages, and I'm just going to write cooked leg meat. It's November, if you believe it. Jeez. Okay. So we got these 2 done, ready for the freezer, and then our bone broth is still going in our Instant Pot. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mess and give this counter a good wash. I'm also going to make sure, those of you who got this vacuum sealer, the top will come off. And then you're going to be able to clean all in here in this tray. This is where, if any juice or blood or anything that gets sucked out of what you're vacuum sealing, grease, it'll go into that tray. So you want to make sure you give that a good clean every time you're done with it. So I am going to work on that, and then I'll bring it back. Alright guys, I just opened up our broth and look at that beautiful color. It helped that that chicken was the garlic, so the broth has like kind of a reddish hue from the paprika and stuff in it. It's gorgeous. So we're going to get this strained, and then we're going to stick it in the fridge overnight to cool down. Alright guys, so this is our chicken stock after it's been cooling overnight. As you can see, there's only like a 1/4 inch of fat on each one, so I'm not even going to worry about skimming that because fat is flavor and that'll can up just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and get this. As you can see, we pretty much got exactly 4 quarts. Look how gelatinous that is. That's from all of the bones. It makes for a nice gelatinous stock, which is delicious and super good for you. So anyway, we got pretty much exactly 4 quarts, which is how much that Instant Pot holds, so that makes sense. So we're gonna get this heated up so we can can it all at one temperature. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Alright, and I'm just going to get this heated up. Over here I have my pressure canner loaded with 3 quarts of water, and I have that on high getting ready to come to a boil. Alright guys, our chicken stock is all heated back up. I got my jars here. I got these washed. I'm going to try and do 2 quarts and then 4 pints. Alrighty, I got these all filled. I had to go get an extra pint. I ended up with 1 extra pint. I don't know how, I don't know math. Somehow that's how it ended up. So I got 2 quarts and 5 pints. And the good news is that we don't have to have 2 separate canners for this. You can can pints at quart times. So you just can for whatever the biggest jar is, you go for that length of time. I do like to reuse my lids as long as the seal looks good, there's no rust or stains or anything, then I will reuse them. If that's something that you're not comfortable with, then get new lids every time. It's just something that I do that I've noticed works. I have a lot of success with reusing lids, and it saves me money. For these, you just want to turn fingertip tight. Look at that beautiful color broth. This is not broth that you would find in any kind of boxes, my friend. Only homemade broth. And put your lid on. It has little arrows here that line up the arrows on the pan. Doesn't mean it's going to help you get it on. Okay, there we go. And then crank that up to high. And then this will vent. Once this starts steaming and steam comes out of this valve here, we will set a timer for 10 minutes because this needs to vent for 10 minutes. Then for our time, we're going to pressure cook it. I just have my instruction manual here, and I just went to chicken soup stock, and then it says how to make it, and then you're going to process it pints for 20 minutes, quarts for 25. 10 pounds of pressure, that's based on your elevation, so you need to know what your elevation is. Most of them is 10 pounds, but if you're up a little higher, then it'll be more. Mine is 15 pounds because I'm up in the mountains. So I'm going to process it for the quart times. So we're going to do 15 pounds of pressure for 25 minutes as soon as this is done venting. All right, our 10-minute timer went off. So all you're going to do is take your weight and put it on top of that valve. And then we're going to wait for it to start rocking. And that's when we're going to set our 25-minute timer. All right, so the weight has just started to rock. So this is the point I like to turn my heat down to a 6, because once it hits that, you don't have to keep it super high because it'll be way too hot. You just want it to like slowly jiggle, rest, jiggle. So I'm turning mine down to a 6 to let that calm down, and I'm gonna set my 25-minute timer. And then we wait. All right, the timer went off, so all I'm gonna do is switch it off, and then we're gonna let this cool down all the way till the pin back here drops, and then we can take our weight off and crack our lid. So the pin back here dropped, so I'm going to remove the weight, and then I'm just going to crack this and kind of lift the lid off and just set it sideways, and then that's going to let the chicken stock come back to temperature naturally. And if you take this off and take the jars out right away, then they're just going to siphon and the chicken stock's gonna go everywhere. So know you're impatient, but let it sit, let it cool down completely, and then we'll take the jars out. Well, did you hear that? They're already pinging. You can see these are still hot, that's still boiling. So that's why you're gonna let these sit for 12 to 24 hours until you touch them. A good way to save money, even if you're not going to the food bank, is to get a bulk item like that and break it down, cook it, save it for later, make your own stock, try and stretch it out to as far as you can, and that's really how you're going to save money and survive this crazy inflation time right now. It's going to be a really hard winter, guys, so I want you to start thinking of how can I use this more? What else can I do with this? Start asking yourself that. What else can I do from this product? What else can I make from this? Is there something else I could do with, like saving your scraps for the stock? That stock we made was completely free. It was made out of ingredients that normally would have gotten thrown away. Chicken bones, onion skins, carrot peels, and it's just water. And then you get some free chicken stock to put in your pantry that you can use to cook rice in to add flavor, cook your mashed potatoes in that. Everything is better with homemade stock. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for hanging out with me and my family, and I'll catch you next time on Mama Beards.